Taurus, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, so 10 of Pentacles energy in reverse. This could be you're in separation here, or it could also be a connection that just hasn't quite found its form yet. Your person, 7 of Wands in reverse. They're viewing you as the 6 of Swords. What you're not seeing is the 9 of Swords, and we see the 5 of Pentacles, okay? And we see the 8 of Wands in reverse. I feel like my Taurus here with the 8 of Wands in reverse, things haven't quite been going the way that you've planned or the way that you've wanted to. Things might be moving slower, or there have been more difficulties here than you were expecting or you were hoping. All right, so the 10 of Pentacles in reverse tells me a lot of you, you're still single, or you're just kind of focused on yourself right now. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, a lot of you, you fear that this is a missed opportunity or that this might be like a risky investment for you. You're viewing this person as the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. So you may feel like or believe in second chances here, or you just see that this is somebody here who's a next level or higher level type person, like they're very top tier. So it's like you respect, you admire, and you're very attracted to them. And you're viewing the relationship as the Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So something that's really in alignment with you, something that I think you are willing to invest in. All right, now your person, the High Priestess energy in reverse, if they've been quiet or secretive, that is about to change. Cancer, Pisces energy. All right, but let's go to the Oracle deck first and see what messages, advice, and guidance we have here. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, rising crescent. So it's time to set a new goal or dream a new dream. You don't have to leave your comfort zone, just expand it. Okay, so a lot of my Taurus, I feel like there's been a moment here where I don't know if you're feeling frustrated or things haven't really gone the way you wanted to. And I feel like Spirit saying, take this time as a detour to experience new things or to focus on yourself. Trust your power. This is Star card energy for me. Your impact in the world is greater than you think. Whether you see it or not, your existence makes a positive difference. I also think there's wish fulfillment coming in. And pain is fuel. So all that pain, all that suffering, all that confusion, use it as fuel and transform your troubles into gold. That's also about sourcing your wisdom and your authority from what you've been through. Taurus, you know what to do here. All right, but we do also see the unseen. There's a lot more going on beneath the surface or behind the scenes than may be visible at this time. So things are not always as they appear. Be thorough and keep your eyes open. There's something you're not seeing. Okay, now the 7 of Wands energy for me, when it shows up in reverse, can be either someone pushing you away here, but I actually feel it's different. I feel like this person is starting to open up to you. I actually feel like this is someone who's letting down their walls and barriers, or they know they need to, or they want to. Okay, now we see the Hanged Man. Yeah, this is somebody who's hanging out, looking at all the details, not quite moving forward, but holding back. Somebody intuitive, selfless, creative. Okay, I'm hearing like they're still attentive, right? Like they're still paying attention here. And Hermit card. Okay, so this is somebody who's doing a lot of spiritual work. Virgo energy, looking at all the details, you know, connecting with source energy, their higher self, praying, meditating here, doing introspection. But the 4 of Cups, but they are coming off here, Taurus, as not quite emotionally available, or maybe in some ways you feel like they've rejected you or they're worried about you rejecting them, because your love here may have come in as something that was kind of unexpected, you know, at a time when they're at a time of personal growth or when they're very focused on themselves. The 6 of Swords tells me in a lot of ways, Taurus, you do bring them peace. but I'm also seeing that they're well aware that if they haven't been emotionally open, or if they've been like pushing you away in some capacity, that you will be moving on. Yeah, because you're powerful like that. King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, they see you as being powerful and attractive. They know that you probably have other options, but you set boundaries. You know what you want. Seven of Pentacles. They know that they've kept you waiting. All right, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, and that you're starting to feel restless here. Okay, they know that they've kept you waiting, and you're starting to feel restless. Queen of Swords energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, tells me that that this person is ready to come in and tell you the truth, or be open and honest, or they're starting to see things from a higher perspective. All right, and I think they know that they need to be open, and they need to let you in more than they have. All right, and some of you have been waiting for this person to open up, waiting to know the truth about how they feel or what they want. All right, some of you, it feels like, you know, it has felt like pulling teeth, right? Companion energy, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So this is a good energy. This is somebody who could or would make a good partner. But we see liberator, imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. Yeah, but I kind of feel like that's not really what we're getting here. It's more so that this person needs to free themselves from outmoded beliefs. They need to release negative thought patterns that they have about relationships, or about intimacy, or about, you know, letting someone in. Because I do think they have some fears here of getting hurt. All right, let's see what how they're viewing you. How are they viewing you, Taurus? All right, we see Queen energy, so best of the best, radiating the regal feminine, using her benevolent authority to protect others. So again, whether you're male or female, Taurus, it doesn't matter. This person is seeing you as top tier. I mean, you both see each other as top tier. And we see the prostitute archetype. Don't be put off by the name there. This is one of my favorites because she accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. You are not going to negotiate how you are, you know, who you are, what you believe in, what you want, and what you need. And they're picking up on that in a really big way with that King of Wands energy. So with the Nine of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person is maybe still healing from something. I do think that they're kind of stressed and obsessed here because they know they need to let you in. They know they need to let down that guard, which protects them. Nine of Swords, yep, they're really stressed and obsessed, losing sleep over this. They feel this is a soulmate connection. They do want balance and harmony. I just feel like this person feels like the stakes are high, right? Letting you in, letting you get close. The stakes are high, and the Death card, but they're not ready to let this go. But they also know that they need to let go of those outmoded beliefs, those negative thought patterns. So we see the Five of Pentacles. There's an energy of disappointment here. We see the Three of Pentacles, being disappointed that you two might not be exactly on the same page. All right. We see the Seven of Cups, gaining clarity. Okay, removing obstacles, options, and holding yourself in high regard. So no matter what the potential is that you feel about this connection, you know, act in ways that you won't have to justify to yourself in the future. I think you have clarity. I feel like you have clarity about this connection being right in a lot of ways, but you two not being exactly in the same place just yet. Ten of Swords, painful ending. Okay, some of you, this person, they're not ready to let this go. They want to bring this into balance, but they need to get their head out of their ass first, okay? So let's see what else we need to know about them. Oh, male running. Yeah, this is somebody who may do a runner. We do get that Four of Cups, not being completely emotionally available. They might dip, you know, disappear at times. All right, we see motivated. So they are motivated to come towards you though. And we see room service, do not disturb. This person might travel a lot or be planning to travel to come and see you. Okay, let's see what they want to say to you, Taurus. What do they want to say to you? But I think they're getting clarity that you're their divine counterpart and they need to act right. They need to change certain things. And I do think there's potential for this person to be a companion, but it's going to be up to you and your willingness, how much time you want to give them, if you want to hold space for them. So we see understanding. I see your side of the story. So they're definitely starting to realize how their actions and behaviors have made you feel. We do see that escapism. I left when things got hard, male running energy. All right. And we see self-love. I'm still trying to heal. And I do think that they are still healing past wounds. Now, remember, none of us are going to be perfectly healed, before we enter a relationship. The right relationship can help us heal. But the onus, the weight doesn't have to be on you, Taurus, to heal this person. I mean, they need to come in a way that's balanced and effective for a healthy relationship, a healthy, happy relationship for you. So their next actions towards you are the 9 of Coins in reverse and the 9 of Cups in reverse. Double nines. I do feel like this is a destined partnership here. But the 9 of Coins in reverse is telling me that they're working on cleaning up their side of the street, but they're not quite there yet. Some of you, the 9 of Cups in reverse can indicate like an emotional outpouring here, but I kind of feel like this person over the next week or so is still going to keep their distance. All right, let's see what advice and guidance we have for my Taurus, please. Advice and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, let go gently. Detachment doesn't require bitterness. Ooh, okay. And again, like it's about not chasing something that isn't ready or doesn't want to be caught. But remember, what's truly meant for you will not pass you by. Allow yourself to receive. You don't need to earn basic care. You don't need to earn basic care. And ground into the present, Taurus. Bring your focus back to what's real and what's happening now. And also don't personalize the pause. Not everything is about you and not everything requires a response. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.